Okay, everybody, here's a pickup video for the last week here. Got a bunch of stuff, massive lot off of eBay. First up, disc only, Star Wars Demolition. I do not have it. I'm trying to put together a collection of the Star Wars games on the PS1. I'll have to get this Hollywood Video crap off and this sticker off, but that's fine. Next up, Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. I love this game. I had that collector's edition 3-pack. It's only got the front cover and the disc, no back cover, so I'll have to track down that artwork. Shadow Man. A lot of these are former rentals as the disc goes flying out. A lot of these are former rentals, but the discs are in really good shape. A few smudges and scuffs, but nothing broken. I've already tracked down the artwork for this. Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Back cover is here, front cover is not. I already have a copy of it. The copy I have comes with the demo disc. As you can see, disc is in great shape. Next up, Dead or Alive. I'm going to hang on to this. I've already tracked down the artwork for it. Disc is in great shape. Not really a huge fan of 3D fighters or the Dead or Alive series in general, but I'm going to hang on to it because it's getting tougher to find. Next up, Blade. Nothing with it. I'm not going to track it down. I don't even know if I'll bother to go to the trouble of trying to trade it in somewhere. I might just donate it, get some money off my taxes. Next up, Spec Ops, Ranger Elite. I think this is the more action-based of some of them. I know there was Stealth Patrol, but there again, this might just be a donate as opposed to trying to trade it in since it's not complete. Casper, disc in great shape. I don't know if I'm going to hang on to this. I obviously don't have it. To be honest, I didn't even know that it existed. So, The Grinch, also in great shape. You can tell that some of these games being former rentals obviously didn't get rented a whole lot. I don't even know what the point of it is. You know, if it's The Grinch, there's got to be some sort of Christmas thing in here with it. So there might be a Christmas mission. If that's true, I might give it a whirl just because I'm a huge Christmas person. Olympic Summer Games, you know, whatever. These were all in a lot. Triple Play 99, don't care. Of course, all the sports and wrestling games are complete, but WWF Warzone, again, don't care. This one is like a Sammy Sosa's softball slam. It's from 3DO. I guess I don't really care about this. It's got vibration function, but no analog control, which is interesting to me. But it looks sort of like an arcadey, over-the-top. It's clearly directed at kids, but I might give it a try just because it looks like a silly sports game, and I'll give it a try before I get rid of it. Madden 98, in terrific shape. Don't really care though. It's a sports game. Next up, this game is fantastic. RC to Go. I already have a copy of this, so this will get traded in. Doesn't really get a whole lot, but it's getting tougher to find, and it's a really fun game. Think of it as a fancier version of RC Pro-Am, but it's a lot of fun. It's from Taito and Acclaim. It's a really, really fun game. Highly underrated on the PS1. Didn't get a fair shake. I think maybe because it was going head-to-head with Crash Team Racing, perhaps. I think that's why it maybe didn't get a fair shake, but as I said, I'm trying to put together the Star Wars collection. Phantom Menace, in great shape, complete. GTA 2, in great shape and complete. You know, these are the top-down ones. Nothing really graphically intense or special compared to the GTAs that came after it, but still in great shape. I'll keep it for the collection. This is another game I didn't know existed, but it's Wheel of Fortune. It's complete and like in pristine condition. I don't even know if whoever had this played this, but I'll probably hang on to it because it seems like it could be a party game at some point. Don't really care about it too much, but I don't think I'll try to trade it in. Contender 2, boxing game with sort of... I remember the first one getting reasonably good reviews. I don't remember anything about this one. You know, whatever. I'm not really a boxing game fan, aside from, like, Punch-Out, but who doesn't like Punch-Out? And last but not least, Ballistic. Now, if you don't know anything about this game, what you basically need to know is, I don't know if these guys went on to create Zuma, or whatever, but this is basically what Zuma is today. And this came out in 2000. Now this is the second time I've had this copy of this game. I cannot find my first copy, but I bought it I actually pre-ordered it way back when, because I played it off the PlayStation demo disc. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Played it on a PlayStation Magazine demo, or official PlayStation Magazine demo disc, and pre-ordered it. Now, if I can find it, I will obviously keep my original copy, but for now, this was all part of that lot. All of these games, I think, what was it? I think it was $18 is what it came to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, sorry, I said $18. $28. Now, granted, I know that there's a lot of sports in there, but Resident Evil 3, Nemesis, Blood Omen, Legacy of Kain, Dead or Alive, and Ballistic, as well as the Phantom Menace and RC to Go, Grand Theft Auto 2. Those games are all getting tougher to find. Most likely I'm going to donate these sports games. I don't even think I'm going to go to the trouble of tracking them down. Alright. Another lot that I got off of eBay was $20. It came with Resident Evil 5, which I don't have near me, but it came with Resident Evil 5, disc only, Ninja Gaiden 2, disc only, and Frontline's Fuel of War. This game could have been, man, THQ put a lot into it, and it could have been great, but it was one of those open world quotes games where you ran into invisible walls and made it kind of disappointing. And the big find in that lot was the Simpsons game. Getting tougher to find. It's complete in pristine condition. That lot was $20 with free shipping. Again, sorry, I'm an eyelash or something in my eye, but whatever. Those 4 games for $20 with free shipping. So not a bad deal. Like I said, the Simpsons game is getting tougher to find. Obviously, you can see all the Simpsons stuff behind me. And yes, I did have this at one time before, but as I mentioned in a previous video, we got water in our basement once, and the packaging got all wet and destroyed. It was my own fault. I was keeping it on a low-lying shelf. Had it been up higher, it wouldn't have been damaged. It wasn't like I had the game lying on the floor or anything like that. In another lot for $25, came with Rage, the Anarchy Edition. I've had this before. I don't think I'm going to bother trading it in. I'll just put it and keep it in the collection. Here's another game from THQ, Homefront. So much potential, and I know Deep Silver has the rights to it now, which is, I think, Dam Buster or Dam Breaker Studios is handling it after Crytek couldn't pay their people. They're making Homefront 2, which I think is set in Philadelphia. I'm actually looking forward to it. I love Deep Silver. I know that not all of their games are polished to the extent that some of the other big developers are, but Deep Silver at least takes a risk on their games, which is a lot more than I can say for some of the other big publishers. Atari Anthology, don't have it, going in the collection. I like some of these anthology games, and I think this one's getting tougher to find. I'm not positive. But yeah, complete in box. This is the last game I needed for my Halo collection, Halo Wars. I actually like this game. I've said before I'm not a huge strategy fan, but thanks to O Muerta, City of Gangsters, and Warhammer 40k Battle March, I I've been playing more strategy games lately. Far Cry Instincts. I do not have this for the Xbox, so I think I will hang on to it. It's it's a Far Cry game, and it's funny enough, there was just another Crytek developed game. This was a really good game, on the original Xbox. The Far Cry series has certainly taken off, and I'm super excited for Far Cry 4. Another Call of Duty game, Finest Hour. Don't have it. I don't know if I'll hang on to it, but, not a bad game all in all. Tom Clancy's End War. I have never played this. I know it's a strategy game, and as I said, I'm getting more into strategy games, and everything's here. The seller that I bought this from sold me everything in great shape, so it's I'm actually pretty happy with that. Like I said, he sold me this big lot of games for $25. Two Worlds. Here's another company that I really like. Topware Interactive and South Peak Games. Again, they don't always produce the most polished, but they at least take a risk, which is more than I can say for a lot of the big publishers. And I would rather have a game that tries to break new ground and fail than just keep rehashing the same things over and over and over again. This was in the lot. As I said on my Xbox pickup video, my first pickup video, Star Wars Starfighter Special Edition. This is the Platinum Hits version. I won't be hanging on to this. I'll be trading it or selling it. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff in that lot. I'm actually pretty excited. I also today picked up NHL 2K11 for the Wii. I don't really care about it, but like I said in that Wii pickup video I did, I will put that Wii over at my parents' house. It's a game my nephews can play, and it's one of the hockey games that supports the hockey stick peripherals, which my nephew will absolutely love. So, got all those games. And then a GameStop pickup. They had a sale going on, and it ended up being that with my power-up reward stuff, I ended up getting these 3 games for $22. Blades of Time, the pseudo-sequel to X-Blades, not complete. I need to get a manual for it, which I will track down. But I borrowed this from a friend at some point and played probably the first half hour of it, and I really liked it. I just never got back into it. Overlord 2 is complete. I know it didn't get as much praise as Overlord 1 did, but I loved Overlord 1, and I'm going to hang on to it, going to stay in the collection. And here's another one, Arcania Gothic 4. Not complete in terms of having the right box, but I have a lot of, I think it's 20 Xbox 360 cases coming. So I'm going to fix some of the damaged cases that I'd picked up from Goodwill and the thrift stores and whatnot, and I'll replace the case for this, but it is complete. I actually played through this before, and I don't know why I traded in. I absolutely love this game, and I know that within the past year or so, that expansion that was PC only for a while came out, and I know the PS3 got a version of it. I think Nordic Games owns the rights to this now, which is good. I mean, those Nordic Games guys have hinted at bringing back a Darksiders game. We'll see if they actually do, but Nordic was sort of a budget publisher, lower publisher, but they made a big splash at the THQ Fire Sale, and I'm hoping they bring back some of that IP, especially the Darksiders series. We still need at least one more Darksiders, so I hope it's on the way. If I remember correctly, I think they're even going to bring back the THQ name, and instead of going by Nordic Games, they're going to go by THQ now, which, whatever, who cares? It's still Nordic with the THQ label. It's like when Infogrames went by, or Infogrames, whatever they were called, back in the day, they switched their name to Atari. It didn't really make any difference. It was still them, but with the Atari label. So, pretty much a solid bunch of pickups here. Nothing fantastic, but I think for about 35 games, I'm about $55-$60 into it, so I didn't even pay $2 a game. Not going to complain about that. So yeah, that's a pretty massive lot. Bunch of Xbox 360 games, couple of Xbox games that I didn't have, and they will be going into most of it will be going into the collection. So thanks, everybody.